people will hear me.
So tell me when you guys are ready. So I'm doing it.
I'll let you know. Hold on a second.
I'm scared, Joe.
Alright, okay.
No.
Inhale, take in as much air as you can. This story should last about as long as you can hold your breath, and then just a little bit longer. I can't hold my breath for that long, so listen as fast as you can. A friend of mine, when he was 13 years old, he heard about pegging. This is when a guy gets banged up the butt with a dildo.
Oh my god.
You can have explosive hands. Ew. At that age, this friend is a little sex maniac. He was always jonesing for a better way to get his rocks off. He goes out to buy a carrot and some petroleum jelly to conduct a little private research. Then he pictures how the look at the supermarket check stand, the lonely carrot and petroleum jelly rolling down the conveyor belt. Wouldn't anyone be like, what are you going to do with all of this? Conveyor belt toward the grocery store cashier. All the shoppers waiting in line, watching. Everyone seeing the big evening as planned out. All right. Go ahead, Nikki.
Okay. So my friend, he buys milk and eggs and sugar and a carrot. All the ingredients for a carrot cake and Vaseline.
Ooh. Sophia, you can read after Mickey, all right?
Wait.
I want to read it after Mickey.
Okay. Like he's going home to stick a carrot cake up his butt. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, at home he whittles the carrot into a blunt tool. He slathers it with grease and grinds his ass down on it. Then nothing. No orgasm. Nothing happens except it hurts.
Right.
Okay, it's your turn. Oh my god.
Right. Then this kid, his mom yells, it's supper time. She says to come down right now. He works a carrot out and stashes the slippery, filthy thing in the dirty clothes under his bed. After dinner, he goes to find the carrot and it's gone. All his dirty clothes while he ate dinner. His mom grabbed him all to do laundry. No way could she not find the carrot, carefully shaved with a paring knife from her kitchen, still shiny with lube and stinky.
Stinky?
Wait.
That's stinky.
Am I reading next?
Stinky.
Yeah, go, Yolo. Oh my god.
Okay, do you want to read this paragraph or?
No, you go ahead, Dawn.
Okay. This friend of mine, he waits months under a black cloud, waiting for his folks to confront him, and they never do, ever. Even now that he's grown up, that invisible carrot hangs over every Christmas dinner, every birthday party, every Easter hunt with his kids, his parents' grandkids, and that ghost carrot is hovering over all of them. That's something too awful.
Oh my god, can I heard that URL, the ghost carrot?
Go.
That's something too awful to name. And then you're next, Robbie.
Okay. People in France have a phrase, spirit of the stairway. In French, I'm not reading that. It means the moment when you find the answer, but it's too late. Say you're at a party and someone insults you. You have to say something, so under pressure with everybody watching, you say something lame. But the moment you leave the party, as you start going, shut up, phone. As you start down the hallway, then magic. You come up with the perfect thing you should have said, the perfect crippling put down. That's the spirit of the stairway. The trouble is even the French don't have a phrase for the stupid things you actually do say under pressure. Those stupid, desperate things you actually think to do.
Oh, okay. Some of these are too low to even get a name, too low to even get talked about. Looking back, kid psych experts, school counselors now say that most of the last peak in teen suicide was kids trying to choke while they beat off. Fucking what? Their folks wouldn't find them. A towel twisted around the kid's neck, the towel tied to the rod in their bedroom closet, the kid dead sperm everywhere. Of course the folks cleaned it up. They put some pants on their kid. They make it look better. Intentional at least. Like that kind of sad teen suicide.
All right. Another friend of mine, a kid from school, his older brother in the Navy said how guys in the Middle East, oh my God, jack off different than we do here.
Oh my God.
This brother was stationed in some camel country where the public market sells what could be fancy letter openers. Each fancy tool is just a thin rod of polished brass or silver, maybe as long as your hand, with a big tip at one end, either a big metal ball or the kind of fancy carved handle you'd see on a sword. This This Navy brother says how Arab guys get, oh my god, get their stick hard and then insert this metal rod inside the whole place of their boner.
Ew, that's gross. Why would
my
that feel
God.
good? That would hurt.
Pick up with the rod inside, and it makes getting off so much better, more intense.
It's this big brother. It's this big. Okay, it's this big brother who travels around the world sending back French phrases, Russian phrases, helpful jack-off tips. After this, the little brother, one day, he doesn't show up at school. That night, he calls to ask if I'll pick up his homework for the next couple of weeks because he's in the hospital. He's got to share a room with some old people getting their guts worked on. He says how they all have the same television. All he's got for privacy is a curtain. His folks don't come to visit. On the phone, he says how right now his folks could just kill his big brother in the Navy.
Oh, on the phone, the kid says how the day before he was just a little stoned, just a little bit, you know. At home in his bedroom, he was flopped on the bed. He was lighting a candle and flipping through some old porno magazines, getting ready to choke the monkey. That sounds funnier than beat off. This is after he's heard from his Navy brother that helpful hint about how Arabs beat off. This kid looks around for something that might do the job. A ballpoint pen's too big, a pencil's too big and rough, but dripped down the side of the candle there's a thin, smooth ridge of wax that just might work.
Oh,
why would you do that? Like, candle wax is so... Why would you do that?
That hurts.
With just the tip of one finger, the kid snaps the long ridge of wax off the candle. He rolls it smooth between the palms of his hands, long and smooth and thin. Stoned and horny, he slips it down inside, deeper and deeper into the piss slit of his boner with a good hank of the wax still poking out the top. He gets to work.
Even now, those Arab guys are pretty damn smart. They've totally reinvented jacking off. Flat on his bed, things are getting good. This kid can't keep track of the wax. He's one good squeeze from shooting his wad when the wax isn't sticking out anymore.
Wait. Is this story like how it's just going to stay in there because doesn't wax melt?
No.
Like, don't you think it would melt?
I don't fucking know anymore.
Keep reading.
Oh. Okay.
Is it still my turn? No.
It's Gabby's turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, wait, where am I?
The thin
wax rod.
Oh, the thin wax rod, it's slipped inside, all the way inside. So deep inside he can't feel the lump of it inside his piss tube.
This is so definitely, detailed, yes.
From downstairs, his mom shouts it's supper time. She says to come down right now. This wax kid and the carrot kid are different people.
Oh, no.
But we all live pretty much the same life. It's after dinner when the kid's guts start to hurt. It's wax, so he figured it would just melt inside him, and he'd pee it out. Now his back hurts, his kidneys. He can't stand straight. This kid talking on the phone from his hospital bed. In the background, you can hear the bells ding, people screaming, game shows.
The X-ray shows the truth, something long and thin, bent double inside his bladder. This long, thin V inside of him is collecting all the minerals in his piss. It's getting bigger and more rough, coated with crystals of calcium. It's bumping around, ripping up the self-lining of his bladder, blocking the piss from getting out. His kidneys are backed up. What little that leaks out of his dick is red with blood. This kid and his
Is this like a true story? Because this sounds really
I hope not. This kid and his folks, his whole family, them looking down at the black X-ray with the doctor and the nurses standing there with the big V of wax glowing white for everyone to see. He has to tell the truth, the way Arabs get off what his brother wrote him from the Navy.
On the phone right now, he starts to cry at this very moment. They paid for the bladder operation with his college fund. One stupid mistake and now he'll never be a lawyer. Sticking stuff inside yourself, sticking yourself inside stuff, a candle in your D word, I'm not allowed to say that out loud, or your head in a noose. We knew it was going to be big trouble. What got me in trouble, I call it pearl diving. This is meant whacking off underwater, sitting on the bottom at the deep end of my parents' swimming pool. With one deep breath, I kicked my way to the bottom and slip off my swim trunks. I'd sit down there for 2, 3, 4 minutes. Just from jacking off, I had a huge lung capacity. If I had the house to myself, I'd do this all afternoon after I'd finally pumped out my... Oh, after I'd finally pump out my stuff, my sperm, it would hang there in a big, fat, milky gobs.
Oh.
That's nasty.
Oh, this is so horrible.
Make me come alive, come on and turn me on, turn me on, turn
Okay,
me on.
I'm done.
Oh, should I like move the microphone away from my mouth? That's a good
After
idea.
that was more diving to catch it all, to collect it and wipe each handful in a towel. Ugh. That's why it was called pearl diving. Even with chlorine, there was my sister to worry about. Or Christ Almighty, my mom.
Alright. Are you still gonna read?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm just reading something. You.
That used to be my worst fear in the world. My teenage virgin sister thinking she's just getting fat and giving birth to a two-headed retard baby. Both heads
baby.
both heads looking just like me, the father and the uncle.
Oh!
Ew. In the end, it's never what you worry about that gets you. The best part of pearl diving was the inlet port for the swimming pool filter and the circulation pump. The best part was getting naked and sitting on it.
It's like his guts getting like sucked out like
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh
As his friend, okay.
Can I just like skip ahead?
Oh my God,
Wait,
no.
no.
It's
Okay.
no, skip ahead. No, you
Okay.
have to read it. Keep
No, okay.
reading.
As the
Okay,
French
we'll
would
find
say,
one.
as the French would say, who doesn't like getting their butt sucked? So 1 minute you're just a kid.